Get her, Boo. Hey guys, it's Comrade Warners, and I'm back with another Baldur's Gate 3 build video. I've taken a bit of a hiatus when it comes to Baldur's Gate 3 content, but I am back. So, if you guys remember, about 6 months ago, I made a minsc hamster throwing build, and it's one of my more popular videos. But November 30th, Update 5, after I made that video, they made an update to Boo, so that when you throw him, he doesn't take damage from being thrown. He still takes damage from Tavern Brawler and falling damage, but with the damage from thrown no longer applying to him, he definitely has a lot more survivability. Also, there are some item mistakes I made in that original video. For example, the Impaler weapon is not acquirable in regular base game. You can only acquire it through mods. That's just because of how I make my videos. I made that mistake. And as well as the chest piece I was wearing was also one that was not available in the base game. I apologize for those in the original video, but here we are now with the updated Ultimate Hamster Thrower build. So when it comes to the talents and class picks, that is all the exact same. The main differences is the gear and how everything works. So I'm going to go ahead and replay the class and ability score selections from the first video. If you've already seen the first video and you already know what that build is like, go ahead and skip this part and go to the updated equipment. Alright, so level 1, starting Barbarian. So one thing to keep in mind about this build is by the time you have minsc, you're probably already going to be level 12. So I am going to keep that in consideration when I'm doing this build. That being said, there's an endgame item that ups your con a lot. When I had minsc, I already had this item. So I'm just gonna dump his con and assume you use that item. If you are doing this build for a different character, then yeah, definitely go more con. Maybe dump the wisdom because you don't really need wisdom. You're not really casting ranger spells that often. So yeah, anyway, mostly strength and dex to get that AC up. Level 3, we go Berserker, very famous minsc ability, and you get Frenzy, which gives you Enraged Throw, as well as Frenzied Strike. Basically, every turn you're going to be able to make a bonus action attack. Level 4, we get our first feat, and I'm going to go Tavern Brawler, get that strength up. Level 5, we'll get Extra Attack. This is when I'm going to switch to Ranger. Honestly, any of these are fine. Ranger Knight isn't going to be that useful to you because in my version, you're not going to be wearing heavy armor. So I'd probably go Bounty Hunter, and then for Natural Explorer, I just go fire damage because it's the most common damage type out of these three. Fighting style, I'm just going to go defense. And spells, I'm going to go for Goodberry and Longstrider. If you have someone else with Longstrider, go for different spells, but yeah. And then we get another spell. I'm going for non-concentration spells that I can use out of combat, so I'm going to go Speak with Animals. And then the best Hunter ability, Hunter Ranger ability, Colossus Slayer. I'm going to go one more level Ranger just so I can get that feat, and I'm going to go 2 in Strength. Then we're going to go back to Barbarian. Level 6, we're going to get Mindless Rage. This is nice because it's very thematic to what minsc Berserk used to be. And then level 7 Barbarian, we get Feral Instinct. You get +3 to your initiative and you cannot be surprised. Level 8 Barbarian in our level 12, last level, I'm going to go Great Weapon Master. So for the updated equipment, I went ahead and went with Drake Throat Glaive. I thought that this build was very fun with the two-hander in the original build. I went ahead and decided to go for this awesome weapon. It is just a +2 weapon, but with the special ability it has on it, Draconic Elemental Weapon, you get to add a +1 weapon enchantment and then pick an element. I picked lightning for this build, but what's nice about it is you can switch the damage basically every day and it lasts till you long rest. And so yeah, very nice. If you happen to be playing this build on a player character rather than on minsc, I don't know how you acquire Boo, but if you are, then this also helps with your breath weapon if you're a Dragonborn. Anyway, the other difference from the original build is I went ahead and went with the Bone Spike Garb. Because this is a barbarian build, I wanted to stick with the no armor to get unarmed defense. And you also gain 15 temporary hit points when you rage, and then you reduce all incoming damage by 2. And then also when the wearer is struck by a melee attack, the attacker takes 6 piercing damage. I'm going to briefly go over the other items that were in the original first video, but I'm not going to go as in depth. Oh, I also changed the gloves. The reason I changed the gloves is the gloves I had before were these gloves, the Abyss Beckoners. The Abyss Beckoners are still really good. What they do is they make it so that your summoned creatures have resistance to all damage except psychic damage, which is really good. But the thing is, I already used Warding Bond with this shield. I just equipped Veronica's Walking Fortress, cast Warding Bond, and then took it off, but you still get Warding Bond. If you don't have this shield and you do have these gloves, then I would go ahead and switch them out. Go ahead and use the Abyss Beckoner. They basically do the same thing with one downside though. The Demon Spirit Aura, you can toggle it on and off here. Basically, if you're out of combat, Boo will go mad and it'll start just like attacking random things. So yeah, you wanna toggle this on during combat. But anyway, instead of that, I just decided to go with the Bracers of Defense. I messed with the Dark Displacement Gloves for a while, but I found that these do not work with Boo. It only works with weapons with the thrown property. You gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls when throwing, and may swap positions with the target if they fail a dexterity saving throw. I know for sure the swapping doesn't happen. I don't know if it actually gives you +1 to throw it. If it does, these might be worth it, but I just went with 22 AC with Bracers of Defense. Because it's nice to have 22 AC, especially with this build that you're going to be taking damage, you know? Then classic closest displacement, and then we got Horns of the Berserker. Great helmet for any barbarian build, amazing. It also gives you +2 to attack rolls when attack creatures have already taken damage. Great for this build because Berserker Barbarian, as you do Frenzy more, your to hit is lowered by 1, and so it's nice to sort of counteract that. Then we got the Whispering Promise. When you heal a creature, it gains 1d4 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws. You get Bless essentially, and that's why we have the Ring of Regeneration, so that we get Bless every turn. That also counteracts the downside of Berserker Barbarian very well. And then what this also does, the Whispering Promise, is it does that same effect on Boo when Boo drinks health potion or eats good berries, so that's amazing. Then we got the Titan String Bow. This is mostly just to take advantage of the fact that it adds your strength modifier and your dexterity modifier, and we have a pretty high strength and dex. And I did this for this build in action just because it's fun to see the potential of it. I went ahead and had one of those Cloud Giant Strength potions. So my strength is 27. Normally without this, it's 20. I feel like in my playthroughs, I've had very easy access to those, especially by the time you have Minsc. But just so you know, the build works just fine even without taking this potion. 20 strength is still really good. And yeah, as far as that, it's all pretty similar to the last build. I just wanted to update it, you know, make sure that all the items are attainable in game, and as well as show you how different it is now that Boo is a little more tanky than he already was.
Fetch justice.
Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna jump off. Hey, I didn't go prone. Nice. Dead as hell. Holy shit. I don't know if this thing has eyes, but we're gonna go for him anyway. Okay guys, in case you didn't know, you can do this. So I am going to put this potion on the ground. And then Boo can drink it. Get her, Boo! Oh, I got another attack. Wow. She's gonna hit me and die. If she actually hits. Yeah. Oh my god. Boo, heal up. You got this. Yep, she got taken out. That's how we do it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Pretty soon here, I'm going to be doing a video similar to my Unleash the Darkness Evil Party build, but it's going to be the opposite. It's going to be the goodest party. So should be fun. It's gonna be a lot of radiant damage and a lot of stuff like that. Don't want to give too many spoilers. So anyway, get ready for that build coming soon. And thank you all for watching, and you have a wonderful day. Peace.